What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to the Grandmaster Troll show. We're gonna have a great show today. We're gonna have a great show today. Early in the morning. I'm gonna try to do my shows early in the morning. No more late nights. No more late nights. I'm gonna see if I could get into this early morning action. If I could get into the early morning algorithm here. So with that said, I want to welcome everybody to the Grandmaster Troll, where I give you the best trolling content YouTube has to offer. Shout out to the Reject Army, the Nif-Nons, the dishwashers, the bedwetters, the defactors of the Black Order, and all of that other good stuff right here. Well, we got a couple of things to talk about. Where do I want to start is the question. Where do I want to start is the question. Let's see. Where do I want to start? That's exactly where I want to start. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about your boy, P&B Rock. One of the last live streams I did on him. So talking about your boy, we all know what happened. He was in a crowded Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, a crowded restaurant. Somebody came in broad daylight with a gun, shot, robbed him, walked calmly out of the store, got in the getaway car, and drove off. That's right, got in the getaway car and drove off. Now, it's been a week and a half since this whole incident has happened. We still don't know who the shooter is, who the killer is. We don't know his name, what does he look like. None of that information has been released by the police officer. When we got all these cameras in the restaurant, outside the restaurant, we got Raining Woman says, "Hey GMT, hey Raining Woman." We got cameras inside, outside the restaurant, in the parking complex, and across the city, and nobody knows nothing. They tell me within the first 48 hours, if the case goes unsolved, it's more than likely that the case is going to continue to be unsolved. And it looks like we won't know who shot and robbed your boy P&B Rock. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. Victory 999 says a major L for Team Light Skin. We got V-Dub Boogie. We got Just Being Jazzy Podcast in the building. But nobody seems to know what happens. The killer is more than likely he's got the chain somewhere. He probably sold it to somebody who's just sitting on the chain to make a profit. But I want to talk about checking in, because everybody's saying P&B Rock got dealt with because he didn't check in. He didn't pay for the protection. And people don't understand what checking in is. And I'm going to have to expand upon and start enforcing some check-in rules here on Black YouTube. That's right. Certain content creators who come up here, they're stealing talking points. They're stealing people's show ideas, doing this, that, and the third. We got Gabe A in the building. Everything in between. GMT is going to start making y'all Negroes check in. You're going to have to check into GMT. If you can come in these spaces on Black YouTube and not check in, because a lot of you Negroes who have created content, you have not been checking in, and it's time for the Grandmaster Troll to make some of y'all Negroes to check in. So we gonna throw up the share screen real quick. Let me see if I can throw it up here because we gotta react to some of these videos because some people just don't want to check in for whatever reason. They don't want to check in. And one of the culprits is your boy Hassan Campbell. He doesn't understand the concepts of checking in. In fact, he is disgusted that people got to check in. So with that said, let's break down the whole checking in concept of Hassan Campbell because he doesn't understand.
Yep, I check in everywhere
Let me get my headphones in. Let me know if you guys could still hear the video.
I go. Everywhere I go, I call somebody from the place I'm going that I know and check in. I want to come home to my family, and I love my life. Oh, you 44 years old? Yeah, I'm checking in. I'm checking in with my people. Out of respect, I fear no man. I fear Allah, and that's it. But everywhere I go, I don't mind checking in. Youngsters, pay attention, bro. You ain't got to be soft or anything, bro. There's nothing wrong with showing respect when you're in somebody else's city or state. I always check in because I know real ones everywhere. And it makes me feel safe. I care about my life and I'm coming home to my kids and my family. Bet that.
Stop the show. Like, you see the look of disgust on your boy Hassan Campbell's face. I mean, Steven Jackson broke down why he checks in and why other people need to check in and why you shouldn't be having a problem to check in. See, all checking in is paying for insurance. The same way you pay to insure your car in case something happened either to you or to your car, you got some protection. But y'all Negroes, when y'all out in these hoods, y'all don't want to pay the insurance. And when you don't pay the insurance, you end up like your boy P&B Rock. If he would have paid for the insurance, he would have had some protection out there. But since he didn't pay for the insurance, he's no longer here with us. But let's listen to the disgust of your boy Hassan Campbell right here.
Take the what and leave the what? He feared nobody. So, riddle me this. Who do we check in with? That's the question. Huh? Do we go to LA and check in with the gangbangers that's on the government watch list? We as civilians or artists, singers, rappers, YouTubers, whatever you are, when you go to Chicago or LA, who do you check in with?
See, stop the show, Hassan Campbell. See, now everybody want to pretend that they don't know who to check in with or how to check in. When you go to these cities, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Chicago, you know who the head honchos are. You know who are the big time rappers and the big time entertainers. So even if you don't know the check in person personally, you could get on the phone, you could get on Instagram, you could get on social media. Contact a prominent entertainer, rapper that's referenced said city, and they will tell you exactly who to check in with. So even if you don't know who to check in with, you know somebody who know who to check in with, and you check in with that person. They'll give you the right contact information. They will let you know who you need to check in with. Like your boy Steven Jackson. Wherever he goes, he played in the NBA. He knows who to check in with. So if you go into a city, LA, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, Steven Jackson knows who to check in with. So if you don't know who to check in with, contact Steven Jackson. He'll tell you, you need to check in with this person in this city. You need to check in with this person. Here's their contact information. Here's their Instagram. Steven Jackson will get you right. We know who you need to check in with. But we're not talking about gang member FBI informants. Y'all know who to check in with.
Do you check in with criminals? Huh? Who do you check in with? Check in. You don't check in. See, the check-in thing, I'm going to make this clear to y'all. I want y'all to understand. Their version of checking in is extortion. That word is extortion. The reason why you keep seeing these artists drop like that in Chicago, in LA rather, is because they want you under the umbrella of extortion. See, when I go places, or rather when white people go places, they don't have to check in.
You see, that's another lie, Hassan Campbell. Let me explain. When you buy a plane ticket to whatever city, whatever airlines you choose, Delta, United, whatever you choose, there's an option that you could pay that's called flight protection. So if your flight gets canceled at any moment for a small fee, you won't have to worry about having to buy another flight or reschedule. What do you think that is? That is what we call a check-in fee. You're checking into the airlines. You bought a plane ticket at the airlines. If they cancel it, why should you have to pay extra to get a new flight? But we all do that. When you get in your car and you paying Geico, State Farm insurance, and you ain't gotten no accidents in about 4 or 5 years, but you paying all this money and you don't get it back, what do you think you paying for? What's the difference between paying insurance and checking in?
They don't live like this. They're not being extorted. They're not being robbed like this. I mean, I'm not going to say that everybody don't get robbed and everybody can't get robbed, but they don't check in. I've never checked in with anybody going on vacation. I just know when I go certain places, they tell you stay out of certain areas. If you're a tourist, stay in the tourist area. So I'm supposed to get on my phone, right? And call dudes up in California that's total strangers. I don't know nobody out there really like that. So I'm supposed to call you on the phone and say, hey, Mr. Gangbanger, my name is Hassan Campbell, and I'm just letting you know I'll be in your town. What? Do you hear how dumb that sounds? So, I mean, yo, I remember, matter of fact, I'm not going to go nobody's.
I mean, Hassan, it does sound a little ignorant. But if you want to go to these restaurants and eat and not have to worry about people running up on you, try and take your chain, because I see you wearing the chains, I see you wearing the rings, I see you with the bracelet and watch on, you got the fly clothes on, I'm pretty sure you drive a fly car. If all it took was you calling in and say, hey, I'm coming in LA soon and I'm just checking in. What is the check-in process? And to guarantee to add to your safety out there in these dangerous cities, they send the word out not to mess with a Hassan Campbell when he's at a Chicken and Roscoe's eating lunch with his baby mom, wife, and kids. Don't mess with Hassan Campbell. You could be like My man Stack Jack right there, he make it home safely wherever he go. PNB, when he moved out to LA, he didn't check in with nobody. He thought he could just move out there, throw up throw up gang signs, probably a gang that originated in LA, didn't pay the check-in fee. Now he's no longer here with us. I mean, would you rather be Steven Jackson, who's alive and breathing, or would you rather be PNB Rock, who is deceased?
It's personal business. But most people don't even want their family to know when they're going on vacation because they don't want people to know that their home is empty. So you might not find out they're on vacation till they get back. Like, I ain't seen them in a couple of days because they don't want nobody in their business. So I'm supposed to call somebody in Los Angeles, tell them, hey, I'm in your town, so that they could call somebody back in my town and have somebody kick in my door because they know I'm not home and I'm hanging out with them in another town. No, I'm not checking in. Absolutely not.
You see, when you check in, you don't have to tell them exactly when you're coming and when you're leaving. I could be in LA next month. I make the phone call. Hey, this is Grandmaster Troll. I'm going to LA. I'm going to LA. I'm just checking in. What is it I gotta do? Oh, you gotta pay this fee. Okay, you send that little bit of bread off, and then when you go to LA, whether it be this week or next month, whenever you out in LA, since you've checked in, you have gotten the protection. They don't know when you left your house, but you're just checking in. Since you're a prominent figure, they gonna send the word out to all the sets. Don't mess with this person. If you mess with this person, whoever done it, there's gonna be some strong repercussions for it. That's all checking in is. It's just an extra layer of protection during these crazy times. But you Negroes, y'all just don't want to come up off that bread. That's what it seems like to me. Y'all just don't want to pay that extra bread for the protection.
Absolutely not. This is not the game we're going to play. So I'm going to go out to Los Angeles and have criminals protect me. And I'm supposed to trust gangbangers that backdoor each other to protect me. That's what I'm supposed to. Who we checking into?
I mean, Hassan Campbell. Who else are you going to trust? I mean, you can't trust the police. The police have came on national TV and said, we cannot guarantee the citizens' protection. You can't bring your guns from New York on the airplane to Los Angeles, so you can't carry out in California. So the next best thing is to hire you some security. But we see Quando Rondo have security, and he almost got taken out at a gas station by some criminals. So the next thing, hey, if the criminals is looking to rob people, instead of them robbing me, how about I just break them off a little bit of bread that they're looking to rob anyway, and now I got a little bit of protection. I know it sounds crazy, but these are the new days and times, and y'all new Negroes who like to come on YouTube, like to be on TV, who on all these different podcasts, you're flexing your jewelry, you telling everybody how much money you got, you're telling everybody how you the big man on campus, you the big man in this city, you are New York. Since you're telling everybody that you're him, you done put a target on your head. And to mitigate that target, to take away that target, all you got to do is check in and pay a little bit of bread.
On Satan's grounds, where all the fallen stars is on the floor, huh? Who are we checking into in Satan's house with Satan's army, huh? Which one of Satan's lieutenants are we checking into? The same ones that backdoor Nipsey Hussle, or the same set that backdoor Pop Smoke? Inquiry minds one of
you see, Nipsey Hussle was not backdoor. He called somebody a snitch. He disrespected somebody in public, and that person who he disrespected blew down on him. If Nipsey Hussle would have kept his mouth shut and respected people in his set, regardless of what they may have done, regardless if they may have been an FBI informer or may have been a snitch, if he would have just kept his mouth shut, Nipsey Hussle would still be alive. Nipsey Hussle was not checking in.
No, check in with who? Check in with who? If I got people in the town, I'm going to hit them up because I love them. Do a drive-by, stop by, get something to eat at their crib. Show them some love, they show me some love. But outside of that, explain to me how is checking in going to keep me alive? Who's going to protect me from the same gangbangers that's killing each other?
let me explain. Let me explain the whole check-in process, because your boy GNT, I'm going to make YouTubers check in. That's right. We're going to make YouTubers check in. What's up to Sheila the Quiet Storm? We got Let's Troll. We got Water Sniper. We got the Non-Swirl Zone in the building. Support the show. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Super Chat. But we gotta break down the new check-in rules for Black YouTube. As my camera goes out, give me 1 second to see if I can fix this. Put this glass right here. Go to my settings. Okay, don't want to work for some reason. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we'll be without a camera for the rest of the show. But we gotta break down this whole checking in thing that's about to happen on YouTube. Because a couple of people are in line to get doxxed because they haven't checked in. We got Vic Creed 999 says checking into NYC dudes isn't a real concept. See, we are going to make checking in a real concept. Let me see if I can pull this up right here. Where do I want to go? We're going to go to the community page. We are going to create a post. Let's go back to StreamYard. Let's do a screen share, and we are going to make some people check in. Who is in line? The people out there that's watching the show. We got Reed Jones, Truth Only. We got a couple of people out here who are content creators in this space. They haven't checked in. And we got to put them on notice that, hey, it's time to check in. So what we're going to do, can we go ahead and tag them? DJ Kuda, he got to check in. Cut to the Chase TV, he got to check in. Platinum Elite, he got to check in. Reg the Bad Guy, he hasn't checked in. He has to check. I mean, there's some content creators out here that has not checked in. The people watching the show, the people watch the 40 people that's watching. I need some names of content creators who are out here who have hid their identity, who really aren't supporting other content creators the way they're being supported. It's about time We make them check in. We got Sexy Red TV. Sexy Red TV. You gotta check into your channel's about to blow up, and you ain't checked in with nobody. You on here trolling people. You're hopping on people's panels. Sexy Red TV. Sexy Red TV. You gotta check in. Who else gotta check in? Who else gotta check in? That's all for now. But we're gonna start the post right here. I really like you guys' content, and I hope you grow. But unfortunately, you haven't been checking in. It's time for you to check in. And pay your dues. That's right. And pay your dues. So I'm the person you need to check in with. I'm giving you a week to check in. If that week passes and you haven't checked in, GMT cannot guarantee that you won't be doxxed or flagged. Again, please check in to guarantee your protection. That's all checking is. Hit the Cash App, Super Chat, or support the platform. Support the platform by subscribing and commenting. Very easy. Very easy. Let's go ahead and proofread that. And who else? Who else do we gotta? Who else we gotta add? Let me proofread it. Super chat. There we go. Right. So now we making people check in. I believe Sexy Red, you have subscribed to well, Sexy Red TV. I'm not 100% sure that you have supported the other platforms, but you need to check in anyway. So we're gonna put that out there. And those are just some of the people who's got to check in now. Unfortunately, we got dirt on somebody. We got some dirt on somebody. Before we go to the new topic, somebody who's on that check-in list, we have dirt on them. That's right. We have dirt on. Let me see if I could. I really need my cameras to work. Let me see if we can get it to work. Let's see. Settings, camera. Let's see. Where's the webcam? No, Joy Cam. Okay, let's see. Does this one work? Why isn't that one working? Okay, they're not gonna work for some reason. So I guess we'll stay with this. But there's a YouTuber who's about to be exposed. We got non-swirl zone says. What does non-swirl zone says? Checking in with a group of misfits who don't own shit in their community. They scatter like roaches when they see the po-po. LOL. I mean, that's the way. That's the way it is. You have got to check in. But there's a YouTuber who's on the verge of getting doxxed, you know. There's a YouTuber out there. Let me just go ahead and play the video real quick. Let's see, where is it? This is right here. You guys see the title of the video. Now this isn't by me. This was sent by me by another content creator, and it says exposing platinum elite, the identity revealed. Now, from what I know about your man, Platinum Elite, well, I know about your man's Platinum Elite, you know. He's over there on the game sector telling people about game, this, that, and the third.